preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio Network.
Welcome to America's #1 pet talk show. From Los Angeles to New York, it is Animal Radio Network. This weekend, we are coming to you live from the San Diego Pet Expo in Del Mar, California, which is it's like a little suburb of San Diego.
Very nice area.
It is absolutely spectacular. There's about 100 exhibitors here today, and we have some big goals, some big celebrities we're going to be talking to in just a few minutes. But let's catch you up to date if you're just joining us right now on Animal Radio Network. We're here with the San Diego Humane Society and the SPCA, and we have some goals. All of us have different goals. First of all, Tricia, is that your name?
Yes, my name is.
Glad to meet you. I'm Hal, by the way. Tricia, what do you do at San Diego, the Humane Society there?
I am the Mobile Adoptions Coordinator for the San Diego Humane Society. So we basically go out around the community and kind of bring the shelter out to people rather than them having to always come to see us.
Which is good, because not all the time can people get out, and especially with the hard work day, you'll move around with different animals. And of course, how many animals have you brought today?
Well, today we have 3. We brought 3 adult dogs, and we want to make sure that they get the attention they deserve, so we didn't bring the puppies or the kittens this time.
Which is so important, because adult dogs, they often get looked over, don't they?
Yes, they do, and they really make wonderful pets. I call them a no assembly required type of pet. You don't have to go through some of the trials and tribulations of when you bring home a baby.
Okay, well, I'm going to set a goal for us here personally at Animal Radio. We're hoping to have at least 100 adoptions this weekend. And for all the adoptions that you guys make and that everybody makes here, we have special gifts from Planet Dog, which we'll load up the new adoptees with. If you're listening in the Southern California area, you want to make it on down. It is at Del Mar Fairgrounds in one of the exhibit halls. It's actually the furthest west exhibit hall. You can't miss it. Lots of signs, lots of people, lots of animal lovers.
It's going on today and tomorrow. It's going on today till 5 o'clock and tomorrow from 10 to 4.
And we actually expect to have lots of great guests. I know she wants to go, so I'll let you go. We'll speak with you in just a few minutes, okay?
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Once again, the phone number is here, 1-866-405-8405. And the reason I'm giving you that is, although we're in San Diego, it's getting near the holidays here, and we want to load you up with all kinds of gifts and prizes for your animals. And so everything we're talking about today, you can call us at 1-866-405-8405, and we'll give a limited number away for the first few callers. It'll be stuff like Get Serious. We have some of that Get Serious stain remover.
And we have some of my favorites. I have the Feline Fun House, which is the indoor version.
Very good. And we have from Dogopolis, Kong Time. This is like doggy daycare in a box. Speaking of doggy daycare, we have CDs, the doggy daycare CDs, which we'll be giving away today. All kinds of great stuff for you and your animals for the holidays. Who do you have there, Judy?
Hi, my name is Annalisa Burns with Pet Search and Rescue here in San Diego.
Pet Search and Rescue. What do you guys do?
Well, I have a trained, certified search and rescue dog, and she finds missing pets. So when there's a cat or a dog or even a rodent that's missing, she uses her nose just like a search dog would to find people, but she finds pets.
Oh, really? And even a rodent. So if someone calls you up and says, my mouse has flown the coop, I can't find it.
Left the building.
Yes. I guess they wouldn't fly the coop, would
Exactly. She loves to find rodents. To pass her certification, she found a cat, a dog, and a mouse. So she's certified to find almost any animal that you could think of. She loves to find guinea pigs, rabbits, ferrets, but mostly we get calls on cats and dogs.
What is her success rate?
Well, it's really hard to say, because how I gauge success is on providing information to the pet owner. For example, if their cat is still in the area or not, or which direction their dog went in. And in those situations, I'd say we're about at 90% success, that we're able to tell the person critical information to get their pet back.
Now, I hear some people actually use communicators to help find their pets. Do you believe into this aspect of finding animals?
Oh, sure. I believe that anything you can possibly do to get your pet back is of a benefit, and that you should try every avenue possible. That includes checking at your local shelter, that includes microchipping your pet, doing a GPS or a radio frequency locator, animal communicators, posting signs, in addition to the services that I offer with a search and rescue dog.
And of course, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What is the longest length of time an animal was missing and found, and how far away from their home was the farthest animal?
That's a really great question. Actually, some animals have been found and returned home 6 weeks 3 months after they've been missing. Of course, time is of the essence. You want to call somebody immediately and come in and try and find your pet. Most cats are found pretty close by. Dogs, of course, travel further. The longest distance I've had would probably be about 8 miles, and found the dog after 3 weeks. And Lily is my search dog, and she was key in bringing that dog back home. And that dog was Kelsey, a Doberman Pinscher with a rescue.
There are some things that we could do to prevent, of course, losing our animals. What are those things? Should they become lost? How can we find them? What kind of preventative action can we do ahead of time?
Well, the most important thing is to make sure that your pet has tags or some form of ID on them, so that if they are lost, they can be returned quickly to you. Another thing is, don't let your cats out at night. We do have a problem with coyotes here in San Diego, and so the safest thing is to keep your cats inside. Microchipping is another wonderful preventative measure. The other thing I suggest actually is collecting your pet's DNA and scent.
Really?
Yeah, so that if your dog or cat does get lost, you can bring in a search dog and they have something they can work off of. And it's very easy to collect a pet scent. We have information about it at our booth today, and you can do it yourself at home and collect that scent, put it in your freezer, and it's good for months up to years.
Okay, well, we have about 2 million listeners that aren't here today that probably would be interested in learning more about this. Do you have anything at your website? Do you have a website?
Yes, I do. It's www.petsearchandrescue.com, and you can go on there and find more information. But real quickly, I'll tell all those listeners, you want to make sure that you're wearing sterile gloves, like medical gloves. You take a swab, like a gauze pad. You rub it on your pet. You make sure you get all along the length of their back, around by their anus, on the front of their face, and then you put that in a freezer Ziploc bag, not a regular sandwich Ziploc bag, but a freezer, and then you need to double bag that. You need to put that in another freezer bag. And then what I tell people to do is take a black permanent marker, write your pet's name on it, and put that in the freezer. Especially if you have multiple pets, like multiple cats, you definitely want to do this, because if one cat gets lost and you want to bring in a search dog, the dog won't be able to tell how to find which cat.
Is it true cats, they really don't travel far usually? I mean, they get lost, you look all over the neighborhood, but they may be in the bush right next to the house?
Exactly. There's been studies done with a Lost Pet Partnership out of Fresno, California, and they have found that most cats, something like 82% of cats, are found within a 2-block radius of where they're lost. And frequently these cats are actually absorbed back into a feral cat colony, and the owners just give up looking because they think it's been a week, the cat's long gone, but really it's in hiding with other feral cats.
What if you're living, let's say, on the East Coast and you're looking for somebody like you, but you're over here on the West Coast? Any suggestions on how to find somebody to help me find an animal?
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of resources out there. I would start on the internet, and I would suggest going to PetHuntersInternational.com, and on there they have a list of certified pet detectives with that organization.
Pet detectives?
Yes, pet detectives. And if you find somebody who's not in your area, by all means, call them or email them. Like myself, I have a lot of resources around the U.S., and for myself, I travel with my search dog. So I respond to calls all over the U.S.
Just for curiosity, how much does something like this cost?
Well, usually we start with a consultation if somebody's far away, and that's just about $60 for them to talk with me on the phone, and I find out about their particular pet situation, how their pet was lost, and then I make recommendations for them to do on their own, so they don't have to, spend the money on bringing somebody out. For most pet detectives to travel a distance and respond to a case, you're looking at $500 to $1,000 a day. If it's locally here in San Diego, of course, it's a lot less for me to respond because I don't have those travel expenses.
Okay, once again, your website?
www.petsearchandrescue.com, and I also have an 800 number, 1-800-925-2410.
Okay, very good. Well, we hope no one ever loses their animals, but if you do, make sure that you have everything all ready to go.
Exactly. You want to be prepared, and then hopefully you will never need to use it, but then you can at least have some peace of mind.
Very good. Thank you so much for visiting with us today. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to actually have an adoption parade in front of us. I know this is radio. I'm going to hold up the microphone so you can see it. Actually, we'll be filming it. You can go to the website at animalradio.com and see some of the beautiful animals that are up for adoption today at the San Diego Pet Expo. Comfort Zone presents Animal Radio live from the San Diego Pet Expo. We're here at Del Mar Fairgrounds at the exhibit hall. Arden Moore, the infamous Arden Moore, will be up with us next. And ironically, we have Dr. Jim Humphreys talking about pet identification right now on Animal Radio.
Did you know that only 14% of all dogs and 4% of cats that end up in a shelter are reunited with their rightful owner? Well, now, new technology and an old standby are helping to improve those odds. An animal identification microchip is a tiny computer chip which has an identification number programmed into it. It is easily and safely implanted under the skin of an animal with a hypodermic needle. Once the animal is chipped, he can be identified throughout his life with this unique number. The chips have a 25-year lifespan, require no care, and cannot pass through or out of the body. Microchips are read by a scanning device which recognizes this unique identification number. Through registration of the animal with a national database, the owner can be contacted, and this is an important step many pet owners forget. The early results of this technology is good, with one company reporting over 250,000 pets reunited with their owners after being scanned and their microchip identified. Animal welfare workers report that microchipping is very important in reuniting pets with their owners after widespread disasters like hurricanes or mass evacuations. There's only one problem with this technology. Not all readers detect all chips, and not all humane shelters even have readers. It's important to talk with your veterinarian about what the local standards are in your area. Technology is great, but let's face it, when your pet is lost, it's very simple to have a physical pet ID tag on your pet so the finder can call the owner. Websites such as GetMeHome.com allow you to register your own ID number, and if a person finds your pet, they can find you online in a snap. This free service allows you to update your information quickly without getting a new tag. I'm Dr. Jim Humphreys reporting for Animal Radio.
And we are coming to you live from San Diego as Comfort Zone presents the Animal Radio live from San Diego Pet Expo. I don't like this copy here. I don't know who wrote that there. Comfort Zone, we thank you very much for helping us and making this all possible. We are here with Arden Moore, the great columnist, and she was just telling us during the commercial break there about Catnip Magazine, which is a publication of Tufts University. She is the editor, and they do all kinds of great stuff. The best part about this is there's no advertising, right?
That's correct. It's all subscription-based, so we are able to give our discerning cat owners out there really quality information on feline health, behavior, medicine, and the best bonus is every month we test and review products.
Hey, there's a short in your microphone.
Sure.
Cutting in and out there. Why don't you go on over there to Judy's microphone? What best products are you doing for December?
For December, what we did was we looked at different categories, and one of the things we did was the best new product we dubbed the Blitz Star Chaser. And it's sort of like a mental challenge for cats. It looks like a circular track, and there's a ball inside it, and the cats get to swat at it, and it goes round and round. As we all know, it's very important to keep our cats indoors, but they need some kind of mental and physical stimulation. So that's why we thought that the Blitz Star Chaser was a good gift for cats.
It really is, and you know what? We have one of those, and it's one of those toys that it never gets boring.
One that I think sounds really silly but very effective. We know our cats love catnip. There's one we like that's called the El Gato cigar. Now, that said, we're not condoning smoking cats.
No.
But it looks like a cigar, and it's a toy that's filled with very high-quality catnip inside. And it's very inexpensive. It's around $5. And the nice thing about it is it's very durable and puncture-resistant fabric. And it gives a really nice, strong fragrance. So your cat can play with it, jump on it, pounce on it, carry it around, act like Groucho Marx of the feline world, without having any of the bad health adverse reactions.
Yeah. Okay, if someone wants to subscribe to Catnip Magazine, how can they do that?
Oh, it's real easy. The basic price for 12 issues a year is $29. But you can get 2 for 1, so you can either double up and have a 2-year subscription or get one for yourself and one for your favorite cat lover out there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And it's real easy. You go and order it directly through...
She's scrambling to look for the address
I'm looking
right
for
now.
the address.
She sounds so professional, though.
Hey, hang on just 1 second.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get that address and we'll put it up the website at animalradio.com.
Oh, that would be great. I do have it right now here. It would just be mail it into Catnip, P.O. Box 420070. That's in Palm Coast, Florida, 32142. And any kind of questions, they can write to Catnip Editor, all one word, at Tufts, TUFTS.edu, and I can help them, point them to the way.
Oh, what kind of questions? If they have questions on regarding cat's health or issues?
Yes, cat's health and behavior. Every issue, we do 2 pages devoted to what we call the Dear Doctor column, where our readers write in, email, call with questions, and we get the best expert from Tufts to answer the question.
Wow.
Everything from why in the heck is my cat missing the litter box to my cat has this strange fascination with the dripping faucet in the bathroom. What's going on there?
What is it? I have a cat that does that.
Well, what it is sometimes cats like cooler, fresher water. And, it's kind of a nice thing to have the drip, drip, drip. That said, I really recommend, if you want to totally pamper your cat in a good way, to give your cat either bottled or filtered water. Just like us, water's an important thing in our bodies. It flushes out the bad toxins and things. And in our cats, this is one way we can help them in a very inexpensive way, is to give them high-quality water.
We use the Drinkwell Foundation.
Oh, we love that.
So that the water circulates and stays fresh. And, we use bottled water. And
we're coming to you live from the San Diego Pet Expo as Comfort Zone presents Animal Radio Live. Coming up in about 25 minutes, we have the first adoption parade here, where they're going to parade around all the animals that are up for adoption. Hopefully not that big tiger over there.
Yeah. Oh, I already put my name on the list.
Did you?
Yeah, I want to foster him.
Well, you can foster an animal, but you're going to have to give it back afterwards, because we're just traveling in the Alpha Dog with too many animals.
Yeah.
We need another vehicle for that.
A vehicle just for the animals.
Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll be talking to John O'Hurley. You know who John O'Hurley is, Arden?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Well, no.
See, most people don't recognize the name.
If you heard his voice, you watch Seinfeld, you know he's Jay Peterman.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
See?
The Purina cat show, dog show.
Yes, he
dog
just hosted the NBC Purina Dog Show. He does it every Thanksgiving.
Wasn't he the guy that won the dance off too?
Yes. I know he was.
Yes, he's a host. He's a host of that, yes.
Oh, my gosh.
No, he was on it.
He was on it. He was up to the top. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Great. This man has moves that John Travolta would only envy.
Well, he plays piano. He
sings. He
does everything. He's like you.
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 left feet, but I'm left-handed, so I get away with it.
We're all left-handed here. We're in trouble.
All right.
Very good. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more from the San Diego Pet Expo, and with Arden Moore and John O'Hurley joining us right around the corner. Stick around.
Okay, you have a pet that marks his territory. You clean the spot and you think end of problem. But your pet keeps going back to the same spot over and over again. The problem is you can't smell the pheromones left behind, but your pet can. So how do you remove something you can't smell? Get Serious will not only remove the stain, but will remove the scent responsible for your pet's remarking. Get Serious is the only cleaner that truly extracts the problem. And it's inexpensive. You use only half as much as other cleaners, so it's like getting 2 bottles of the other stuff. Get Serious will not discolor and leaves no residue behind. You can find Get Serious at PetSmart and in pet stores all over. Visit their website at GetSeriousProducts.com. Tell them Judy from Animal Radio sent you. Again, that's GetSeriousProducts.com. Get Serious is the only cleaner that truly extracts the problem.
Preventing pain, fear, and suffering of animals through nationwide education and awareness from all across the globe. This is Animal Radio Network.
Well, you know what? We were going to visit with Amanda, but we have John O'Hurley on the phone. We'll visit with Amanda next hour. And, of course, we don't want to keep Jay Peterman holding on the phone. No, hello.
Yes.
You've seen him everywhere. This guy... What haven't you done? That's what I want to know. The list has got to be shorter of what you haven't done. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Well, they haven't made me cook yet.
We saw you on the Purina NBC Dog Show as you're the new host for that, and you were last year, too. Is that correct?
That's actually my 4th year. I've been doing it since its reception there, David Fry and I together.
Wow.
Fun stuff. And you have pets at home?
I have, yes, I do. I have 2 dogs. I have a little Maltese, and then I have a little stray that I found up in the hills here, who is, believe it or not, part black lab, part dachshund. If you can imagine anything more unusual or commingling than that.
I'm trying to imagine that.
I think Mom was a very slow dachshund.
Yeah, I was going to say his poor mother.
So they play a very important part of your life, I imagine.
Extraordinary. We begin the day and we end the day with them, and there's not a day goes by that they don't add just extraordinary joy to our lives.
I understand that you have a new book that's, is it out yet?
No, we're still in the process of writing it. It takes a while, and I live in an airplane 300 days a year, so writing is a luxury for me right now.
But the book is about everything you need to know in life you've learned through your dogs, is that correct?
The book is called It's Okay to Miss the Bet on the First Jump.
It's that's just a working title now, but well, that's great. And when can we look for that?
I hope to have it out for Thanksgiving next year for the dog show then. If not, it'll be the following one. We're working on a deadline right now.
Uh-huh.
And I'm also promoting the new album that just came out.
New album? You're a pianist, is that correct?
I do. I have, it's a double CD that's entitled Peace of Our Minds, and it's P-E-A-C-E. But it's all of my piano compositions from the last 25 years and combined with the top electronic cellist in the business. So it's a very interesting blend of piano and very soaring style of cello. And it's done really well. It debuted at number 13 on Billboard.
Really?
If you can imagine, I mean, cello is the instrument that sounds closest to the human voice. So when I compose with that idea in mind. So it's very sweeping. I would say kind of John Williams-esque and that kind of sweeping style.
And we can get that just about anywhere right now, is that correct?
You can get it, actually, the best way to do it is go to CD Baby on
CDBaby.com, okay?
CDBaby.com.
Of course, we'll put a link from AnimalRadio.com. You have your own website.
Oh, yeah, sure, JohnO'Hurley.com.
What's at the website there?
My website?
Yeah.
Oh, everything about me, everything I've ever done. It'd make you want to throw up, it really
Well,
does.
it's
it's just too much about me.
I guess the truth is that you've really done TV, books, I mean, really every aspect of media, and you've been around far longer than Jay Peterman on Seinfeld.
Yes, I guess I have, yeah. Yeah, I started in 1981, actually, in New York.
And like a soap, wasn't it?
Not actually, even before that, it was all theater. And then from there I went to television, and then it's been a slow descending spiral ever since.
You also do cartoon voices.
I do quite a few of them, yeah.
What cartoon animal?
I'm King Neptune on SpongeBob, and I do all the kings on Hercules, and Buzz Lightyear, Star Command, and Star Johnson on Duck Dodgers, and if there's a king, it's usually me.
What animals have you
done? If there's a guy playing a pompous ass, that's me.
I can still hear you talking to Elaine, telling about your Amazon adventures.
Yeah, Elaine, you're out on your butt duty. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. Someone told me that life imitates art, art imitates life. We don't know which way it goes, but that you actually do have stake in Jay Peterman.
I own the company with Jay Peterman now, yeah. The real Jay Peterman and I own the company together as of 1999.
Wow.
So was that?
And if you go to jpeterman.com, you'll see all of the catalog the same way it was parodied on Seinfeld, and these long Hemingway stories about an Oxford button-down.
So that was post-Seinfeld that you went into partnership with.
The year after Seinfeld.
Well, we are an animal show, and I do want to just yap a little bit about your animals. They get plenty of daddy time, I assume.
They get fed. Not only that, they're coming to New York with me, and they're getting it's going to be their first plane trip, actually.
Really? Well, I guess you're flying on a private airline or something?
Yeah, of course. And so they're going to get their first flight, but it's going to be kind of fun. And we're going to get 3 months in New York together, and it's going to be. My wife is now picking out the little sweaters for them as we speak.
Very good. Are you going to add any more animals?
These two are just a wonderful blend, and I think one is getting very, very old, and sadly is kind of probably reaching the end of his life expectancy, which is tough to admit. But I think we will get another one after him. Hey, I want to mention something. In addition to hosting the National Dog Show there on Thanksgiving,
yes,
we did mention that there is the ongoing Dog Show USA presented by Purina Online, which is going to be the largest dog show ever.
Really?
And it's for all types of dogs. It doesn't matter if they're purebreds or half-breeds or mutts or whatever.
So really anybody can enter, is that correct?
Yep, you go to dogshowusa.com, and it's funny, I was looking at some of the entries today, and it is and you can also just go there to vote if you want to. It is the funniest thing you've ever seen. Some of these dogs are just priceless. I have a few of them parading across the screen right now, but it is absolutely priceless. And you can enter your own dog. We're going to have awards for, we'll have a best in show, we'll have a best dog trick, so you can actually download video. We're also going to have an owner pet look-alike contest, as well as the cutest dog.
Well, after you live with your animal for a little while, you start to look like them, right?
So they say.
That's what they say.
So they say.
When will the winners be chosen?
The winners will be chosen, I think, they will be announcing the best in show in February.
Okay.
And the entries are open until end of January, I believe.
And we'll look for that at the Purina website?
Yep. That's right there, the Dog Show USA website.
The Dog Show USA. We'll, of course, put a link from animalradio.com.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And as I say, if you even if you don't have a dog and you just want to go and look at the dogs and just put your votes in, they are hysterical.
Very good.
John, we appreciate you taking time to spend with us.
Absolutely. Great to talk with you.
Very good. Check them out. Going to be in Chicago starting in January through March. Of course, Chicago, not the state, but the Broadway show. Broadway show with Robin Givens, who I worked with at Head of the Class, by the way, when she was with Mike Tyson and that whole thing going on.
Oh, yes.
She'll be in a better mood now, I guess.
I would hope.
Yes. And check out the CD. We have links from the Animal Radio's website. John, thanks for spending time with us.
Great to talk to you. Woof, woof.
Woof, woof. Woof, woof. We're coming to you live from San Diego as Comfort Zone presents the San Diego Pet Expo from Del Mar Fairgrounds. And the first hour has gone fast. Amanda, come on over here. We have Amanda from Dogswell. And I'm sorry, it's been so busy, but I wanted to talk to you because you guys make a great treat. And the reason it's good is because, first of all, it's natural. It's not junk food. There's a lot of treats out there that are junky. Tell us a little bit about it's 3 different types?
We have about 22 different products on the market. We have Dogswell chicken jerky treats in 5 different varieties, and we have beef liver in 4. Happy Hips, Mellow Mutt, Breathies, Vitality, Happy Heart. I'm saying them in a random order right now. But all of them have functional benefits, nutrients, supplements, vitamins baked into natural meat.
Well, I guess some dogs are predisposed to hip problems, hip dysplasia. One of your treats works on that, is that correct?
Our number 1 seller is Happy Hips. I have some right here, actually.
Okay. And we're going to give some away.
Oh, great. So Happy Hips has glucosamine and chondroitin and comes in both the chicken breast as well as the beef liver.
Oh, very good.
And your dog doesn't really know that he's getting something good for him. He thinks he's just getting a treat, doesn't he?
Exactly. My friend compared it to like being a child when you wanted a Flintstone vitamin.
Yes, exactly.
Thinking it was candy.
Yeah. Where can we get this?
You can get this at over 5,000 small independent stores around the country. You can go to dogswell.com and go on our store locator. And you can also find us at high-end gourmet retailers around the country. Very
good. Happy Hips is the one that I'm holding in my hand right now. If you have a dog that's having a little bit of hip trouble, let's give this a shot. 1-866-405-8405. Happy Hips from Dogswell. Premium dog treats with glucosamine. And how do you, chondroitin?
Chondroitin, exactly. And we're making this for cats now.
Oh,
we
I
just
know
launched
that.
Catswell, brand new.
Oh.
We have Happy Hips for cats in beef liver and chicken breast. And then our other really popular Dogswell flavor is called Vitality.
Okay.
We're doing that for cats as well. It's called Vita Kitty.
And you don't have to wait until your dog starts showing signs. This is kind of a preventative as well, isn't it?
I'm so glad you brought that up. That's exactly the point. It helps maintain healthy hips and joints. You can start it early for adult dogs, not puppies, but definitely start them early. Glucosamine and chondroitin is great, and it's great for us too.
Very good.
Why wouldn't you do that as puppies?
You just don't want to give glucosamine and chondroitin to puppies. They're still young. Any of the other treats are great with vitamins A and E, all of that, but the Happy Hips is just for adult dogs.
Okay.
Very good. Dogswell, if you're in the area and you're coming down to the San Diego Pet Expo, be sure to visit their booth, the Dogswell booth, as soon as you enter. Great location.
Yes, and we have samples here. We're giving away lots of samples, and our Mellow Mutt is a great sample for today.
What is Mellow Mutt?
Mellow Mutt has lavender and linden flower and hops to help keep dogs calm when it's a little crazy or overwhelming. So we've got samples of that, and Happy Heart, and Happy Hips, Vitality, and Breathies, our internal breath freshener treat.
Very good. Amanda, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
If you are leaving us now, remember there's more at animalradio.com, including our full-time channel, all kinds of great programming 24 hours a day. Yes. Remember, if you get an animal this week, please
spay or neuter.
And don't declaw if you get a cat.
Yes, please.
Don't go to a breeder. If you want a specific breed, go online. There's plenty of breed rescues.
You can get exactly what you're looking for, or just go down to your local shelter and adopt that cute little doggy that's waiting for you to take him home.
We'll see you next week for more Animal Radio right here on this fine station.
Bye-bye.